cannot repeatedly ghost and push away and lash out at the people in your village, and then the moment when you need them, get mad because they don't want any parts of being in a relationship with you. I just saw the video of a woman who said she had a friend who was in a relationship with this guy, and the friend was so male-centered, and the guy would just dog her out to no end. And anytime the friend would say, hey, I don't have a good feeling about this. You're my friend. I love you. I don't like seeing you get treated like this. The friend would get upset, lash out, be rude, be nasty. The friend just basically wanted to vent and have people agree with and co-sign her getting mistreated. The friend would spend hundreds of dollars to get her boyfriend gifts on certain holidays, and one holiday she spent hundreds of dollars getting him some nice shoes, I think, and the boyfriend just got her straw covers, like cheap straw covers for her cups. I purchased straw covers before. You can get like 4 for $5. And then for Valentine's Day, the boyfriend got her absolutely nothing. And when her friends would say, hey, what'd you do for Valentine's Day? What'd you get for Valentine's Day? She would lash out at them and get upset and say, well, Valentine's Day is stupid, and I'm sick of everybody asking me. I know when your boyfriend told you something and you're just regurgitating it. This is just a side note, and that's one of the biggest things that women regurgitate that men tell them, is that holidays are overdone and who needs them. So when the guy broke up with her, she had spent the whole relationship pushing people away and getting upset with people and defending him, that when she finally reached back out to the woman, it's like the floodgates were open. She was a Niagara Falls of information, and he did this wrong, and he did this, and he actually did this, and he actually did that. And she was always calling her, to the point where she had to finally be like, listen, look into therapy. I think her house had flooded, and she had some other chaos going on to where she literally did not have time to be attached at the hip to this woman. Now all of a sudden that she needed and wanted her support. And from what I understand, she said it nicely. She wasn't nasty about it. And the friend got upset and they never spoke again. As someone who used to be in that situation, to where all I wanted to do with my friends was vent and talk about my relationship 24/7. That's all I wanted to do. And my friends who had some growing to do, who didn't quite get it, those friends would let me sit and vent to no end. Sometimes they would agree with me. And at the end of the day, those particular friends just liked the fact that they could look at me and be like, at least I'm not her. They could look at me and feel superior to me. Or they were in a messy situation just like me, and we were just swapping messy stories. The friends who set a boundary with me and were like, hey, listen, I love you, but we've been talking about the same thing for a while. And, it's okay if you don't want to leave yet. Hey, I respect your decision, but I can't sit on the phone for hours at a time. I have kids, I have work, I have a husband, I'm tired, I have school, whatever. And those friends were like, hey, but if you're ready to leave, you let me know and I'll do whatever you need to help you get out of that situation. Now, the friends who let me vent and did not set boundaries with me were nowhere to be found when I was ready to go. The friends who set boundaries with me and were like, I don't have time. I'm sorry. I don't have time to support you going around in circles with this guy. I'm not going to sit and co-sign everything and agree with the stuff he's doing. Those friends were there for me and were supportive of me when I got out of that situation. There was another woman, I think the video went viral, where her son and her daughter-in-law had a baby. Y'all might have heard of this story. And the daughter-in-law and her son pushed everybody away. They refused to have visitors. They didn't want anybody seeing the baby. They didn't want anybody involved, which is fine. That's their right. That's their baby. And then 3 months later, they reached out to the mom and said, "Hey, can you babysit for us?" And the mom was like, no, I don't even know that baby. That baby's going to think I'm a stranger. I don't know anything about that baby. And y'all are calling me now after 3 months?" They only called the mom when they needed her, when they needed something. They only wanted the village when they needed something. They didn't want the village, doing anything, whatever. But now that I need you, I want you to pop up and help me. And in that situation, I definitely agree with the mom. Somewhere along the way, it got lost in translation to us women. And we figure that, hey, I don't have to do nothing for my village, but my village is supposed to be there for me 24/7 whenever I need them for whatever I need them for. And they're never supposed to complain, and they're never supposed to set boundaries for me. And I don't have to do anything for them in return. That's not how that works. If you plan on utilizing your village, then a part of that membership is sometimes there's going to be uncomfortable conversations. Sometimes you yourself will have to be there for the village. Sometimes you have to make space for the villagers to be a part of your life. And sometimes those villagers will set boundaries with you out of love. You can't just take, and expect and expect and expect. You also have to do a little sacrificing. You also have to do some giving. You also have to respect people's boundaries. And I've also been on the other side of the story I shared before. I've been the friend who somebody just wanted to call me whenever her and her man were having issues and she just wanted to vent and she never wanted to do anything. I've been on that side too. And anytime she would call me to hang out, I knew, oh, her and her man must be having issues. And then I'm not going to hear from her ever again. And anytime she would call me, it was the same thing. And I felt used. I'm like, she never wants to hang out. She never wants to talk about anything else. She never wants to ask about, like, what's going on in my life. And I'm supposed to drop everything for her? That's not right. So if you are expecting to use your village and to lean on your village, the expectation is that your village can also use you sometimes when they need you and lean on you when they need support too. It doesn't just go one way.